Well, hello again. We got something special today because I don't have a clue what I'm going to do. I did a sample that I didn't really care for, so we're just going to shoot from the hip today. We got our countertop epoxy wall non-sag epoxy already mixed up here. I'm going to dump it out. I've been calling it wall epoxy, but when is the new labels going to come out for this? Hopefully soon. So the first thing I do is dump it out so I can spread it out to keep it from hardening any faster than necessary and to be able to mix colors right here on this board. So I'm just going to take my big knife here and spread it out. Okay. I think today I'm going to start with some charcoal and just dump a little of this charcoal. Ooh, boy. That's all right. I'm going to use a lot of it. I just decided that.
Mike says hi.
Hey, Mike.
Mick. M-I-C-H.
Mitch. A lot of people out there watching. Where are you watching from?
Okay. Nicholas said, this is so cool.
All right. Let's start making a mess here.
Michigan, Dallas, Texas.
Michigan and Texas.
Albuquerque, New Mexico.
New Mexico, your neighbor. We're here in western Colorado at Countertop Epoxy. Got pretty cold earlier this week. It's warming up a little now. I guess winter is finally making an appearance. Romania. Not really a neighbor.
Someone else said, hello. We have Tennessee here.
Tennessee in the house.
Nice work. No, but we're still a friend. Tennessee. Someone else from Tennessee. Painting with grace.
Painting with grace?
Do you do epoxy floors, Derek said.
We do, but it's a different product. It's a liquid product. Kind of like doing countertops. What is he doing here? Czech Republic.
ATL.
What time is it in the Czech Republic?
We do epoxy floors as well, Derek said. Michigan, the freezing emoji.
Yeah, I lived in Michigan for a little while. It gets cold up there, that's for sure. And you have the humidity. You get that lake effect snow up there.
Hell yeah. Wanting to get into epoxy countertops.
Well, if you want to do epoxy countertops, you ought to come here and take a class.
Our next one's actually specializing in countertops. The week of Thanksgiving, I believe.
The week of Thanksgiving, they're doing a class here. It's Monday through Wednesday. They're doing a countertop epoxy class.
Alaska is 29 degrees this afternoon.
I lived in South Dakota for about 6 years, and guys would fly in from Alaska say they couldn't wait to go back because the weather there was better. Coldest temperature I ever saw was, or felt, I should say, was in North Dakota, Minot, North Dakota. 120 below chill factor.
Eddie said Bob Ross would be proud of you. Painting with Grace said we are in the 50s today. Not too bad. Rock on, man. This is incredible.
We're in the 50s here today, too, I think. Then I'm going to take a little of this blue. These are mica powders.
Bucky said, "Are floors easier?"
Floors are usually pretty big projects, but basically you do it the same way as you do a countertop.
Yikes, and no thank you to negative 120.
Yeah, once was enough.
They sent me lots of likes.
Okay, I got this blue going here, and I'm just gonna. We're just building up a base here. We're gonna put some other stuff over the top of it.
Hellgate said, "I have no time. I work in Germany 4 days in the week, and I have 3 days for family and friends."
The blend.
Midnight blue is one of my favorite colors.
Oh, let's see. Let's put some up here.
Thank you for your time.
Oh, thank me for my time. You are certainly welcome. I'm glad people are out there enjoying what I'm doing, even when I don't know exactly what I'm doing. Okay, let's see. Let's put some over here. And I'm going to take my big knife here and just kind of. I don't know if you can really see it well on the camera, but there's all kinds of little interesting colors and patterns happening here.
Getting a bunch of hearts that are like lights.
There it is. We're done. No? No? Okay. Let's go with, let's see. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take a little bit of this trans blue, since we have a nice dark color to work with here. Come on. Nope, no roller after knifing it. Like I said, gang, really, this is totally an experiment. You're seeing it happen just like I'm seeing it happen. We'll see. But of course, I can't blame you guys if it comes out lousy. I can only blame myself. Okay, this trans blue, you can't hardly see it on white, but when it goes over a dark color, it's going to pop, hopefully. And I'm just going to let this bounce. In a few areas here. Let's bring some up.
Can you hear me?
What?
They're like, to you, kid reading the comments, do you know who Bob Ross is? You sound young.
I sound what?
They said I sound young.
Oh.
Someone said, what the hell is he making?
Someone says, what the hell am I making? Well, if you figure it out, you tell me.
Is this epoxy or paint?
This is all epoxy. This is non-sag, non-sag. That's the name of it. Non-sag epoxy for doing vertical surfaces. This is a specially formulated product. There's not, you don't just add something to make it thicker. This is actually designed specifically for vertical surfaces.
It's like who's Bob Rossing it?
Oh, Bob Ross. You know, I was using that method before Bob Ross ever had a TV show, actually.
Is this self-leveling? Does it not?
No,
Is it dry?
this is not self-leveling. Let's see. I'm just barely touching. Now I'm going to see what happens when I drag this big knife across it.
How do you have no lines?
How do I have no lines?
Do they mean like streaks? Like,
Oh, there's streaks. Yeah, there's a little right here on the corner. Now I'm going to go over it again with the big knife, but first I'm going to spray some alcohol on there so it doesn't smear as much. And this won't make the material it'll leave it in place. It won't push it around as much. The alcohol is like a lubricant, kind of. Okay. Now we need to do something different. Let's see. What am I going to use here? I'm going to put out some red copper. Put it over here. It's definitely an experiment. And this is shimmer gold.
They said, is that powder?
Yes, it's mica powder. It's mineral powder. It's metallic.
Did you add water?
No, I did not add any water to this. This is nothing but the non-sag epoxy and these powders that I mix for colors as I go.
She's talking about the spray.
The spray is 99% isopropyl alcohol.
And then you'll want to remind them never to use water, water and epoxy don't mix.
No, they don't. Water and epoxy do not mix. Now mix the gold up. Hope everybody out there is having a good time, having a good day. Okay, let's see. Do I want another color here or not? What I'm going to do is take some of this gold and put it out here to the side. And then I'm going to take some of this red copper and put it right there on top of it. And take my little knife, I'm going to see if I can pick up both of these colors at the same time, and we'll see what happens. Okay, let's see. How about do that again? This guy.
They can't see. Oh, they can't see your colors.
Add a little more gold through there. Have I ruined it yet?
Someone said freedom. I don't know what that means. Okay.
Freedom. straight gold here. And what?
There's this owner who keeps like wondering what you're doing. He just sent this emoji. He looks like this.
What is he doing?
How long until it's fully set up?
What would you say, a couple hours?
But yeah, as long as you get it out of
It sets up pretty good in a couple of hours.
Don't leave it in the container.
Yeah.
You know all about that flash carry. It's taking shape.
These little palette knives are about $2.50. At Hobby Lobby is where I got these. And they're just the handiest things.
Are any of the epoxies you sell good at gluing? Levi always uses our countertop epoxy to seal seams together and stuff, so.
Somebody asked about the ability of epoxy to be used like a glue, and Levi, the boss guy here, he always uses countertop epoxy like for gluing panels together. That'd be like doing a shower surround or something like that.
Or even like mitering, like our kitchen count.
Oh, miter joints on.
Yeah. Eddie said, do a fugly Mona Lisa.
Why do you have to say fugly? She's kind of homely the way she is. I don't know why she's smiling. She obviously doesn't have a mirror. Is that wrong? Okay. Now I'm going to do the big knife thing again over this with the alcohol. See if I can snatch defeat from the jaws of victory here.
If I remember correctly, this epoxy is not toxic like normal.
No, it is not toxic. When Levi says it's 100% VOC free, he actually means it. Even though legally it could have up to 3% and still be called no VOCs, his epoxy does not have any VOCs in it at all. You can mix it up and put your face right in the bucket and not smell a thing.
Hola from Spain.
Hola, Spain. España. Okay, what do we want to do next to this? I'm open for ideas. Anybody out there? Okay. This is translucent blue. It's kind of like a translucent green. I mean, this is translucent purple. I'm sorry. Huh?
Metal flake.
We have glitter, yeah. Well, glitter is metal flake.
Yeah, I guess. Someone said do a mountainside.
A what?
Mountainside.
I tell you what, the next time we're on, I'll do a mountainside.
Someone wants a dolphin. I can't with the people here.
Okay, this is the trans purple. And I'm just getting it on the edge of the knife here and just letting it bounce. Oh, that was a big bounce.
Rocky says, I love your stuff, brother.
Thank you, Rocky.
Thank goodness it's good. Wants to squash it. Lime green. They also said you're amazing. That made it pop for sure.
Okay, now that I got that, I think I'm just going to do one more thing and we might just call it finished. We'll go back into this gold.
Other than that knife trowel, is there any other tool you use to spread and level?
What do I use to spread and level? I use the knives mainly to level. I'm going to be doing an experiment about getting these things to level. I'm not going to give up what it is exactly, but when I come back, we're going to be off for what, 2 weeks?
Mm-hmm. Well, 3 because then Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah. So this is the last episode,
Until December, probably.
pretty much for the end of the month, till the end of the month. But I'm going to be doing an experiment on leveling at home, and if it works out, I'll let you know. If it doesn't, you won't hear any more about it.
Is it pretty textury once it sets up?
Okay, that's why it's the texture. If you have it in a shower or something, you want it fairly smooth so it's easy to clean. I think on walls, the texture can be an advantage, but that's why I spray the alcohol on it, so when I go over it with the knife, it doesn't move the colors around. It smooths it out.
It'll pretty much be as smooth as you want it to be when you use the
Yeah. Just going to add some fine veins here and there. I got some of that copper too, red copper. See, I'm just barely touching the surface and letting the panel pull off what it wants off of my knife. I'm not trying to force it on the, I'm not forcing myself on it. It just takes a little practice. Yeah, you get yourself one of these wall kits. It's a lot of fun.
If someone wants to know the differences between the FX Black Label and our premium epoxy, the difference is with our Black Label, it was purposefully made as a product for people who are typically allergic, and we removed those properties.
The FX Black Label is made for people that could be allergic to epoxy, most epoxy, and so they've made it allergy-free. It's the healthiest epoxy that we've got. Does that answer that question? I think. Well, I hope you get something out of what I'm doing here.
Painting is very beautiful. I translated that, so give or take the words.
Okay, let's try.
Esther sent a bunch of hearts.
Light touch now. I'm just gonna, it's light. Nice light touch. What do you think? I think we're good. So there you go. Something that I had no idea what it was going to be, but good products and patience, and I hope you like it. I hope you learned something from it, about the Non-Sag epoxy. It's a great product. I recommend you get a few colors and get a wall kit, Non-Sag kit, and just experiment with it. It's you'd be surprised at some of the things you can come up with. And somebody wanted me to do a mountain. I will do a mountain coming up, and after Thanksgiving. But I hope you all enjoy the rest of the month and have a great Thanksgiving wherever you are. And my name is Scott Romero, and we're doing this from Countertop Epoxy in Grand Junction, Colorado. If you're interested, they do classes here on floors, countertops, walls. Get a hold of them and countertopepoxy.com and give it a shot. Thanks for being with us today.